So let's go to Biden now, the executive orders on gun control. And here is the view. It's just perfect because rather than straw manning, this shows the amount of understanding that those in the media have as it relates to firearms. And then we'll go to each individual claim.
You know, when he says it's an international embarrassment, I watch a lot of foreign TV, and they'll have a joke in this show like somebody got shot, and then the cop will say, "What are we in the United States?" I mean, we are an international embarrassment, just like he says.
Speak for yourself.
You ask me,
she's talking about the View specifically.
You know, they'll never possibly have control of the House, the Senate, and the White House again. So I say, push through whatever is needed, and hope that Congress comes to their senses.
Well, after that, she pushed through her Metamucil. Brought to you in part by Fiber Blow.
I gotta go all the time.
I used to have to eat wicker rocking chairs.
That's a good thing.
So these are some of the claims that they make. Here's the thing that they're talking about quite a bit right now. Ghost guns, right? So Joe Biden is wanting to mandate serial numbers, and he wants to run background checks. Here he is talking about ghost guns. That's the word of the day.
And today I'm announcing several initial steps my administration is taking to curb this epidemic of gun violence. Much more need be done, but the first want to rein in the proliferation of so-called ghost guns.
He needs Joy Behar's sunglasses.
Guns that are homemade, built from a kit that include directions on how to finish the firearm. You can go buy the kit. They have no serial numbers. So when they show up at a crime scene, they can't be traced. And the buyers aren't required to pass a background check to buy the kit, to make the gun.
What, a file? A nail file?
Anyone from a criminal to a terrorist can buy this kit in as little as 30 minutes, put together.
Next thing he's going to ban Connects.
You know, I want to see these kits
no more Tinker Toys.
Treated as firearms under the Gun Control Act, which is going to require that the seller and manufacturers make the key parts with serial numbers and run background checks on the buyers when they walk in to buy that package.
What's the word? What's the word? Package. By the way, he wants you to be really afraid of ghost guns because, of course, here's one of those ghost guns in use.
Why did you kill that bird, ass?
That was the first ghost gun.
Scary.
Malkovich
sticks the bullet in his rabbit's foot.
In the line of fire.
Okay, so first thing, it's very, very easy to make a firearm, just so you know, okay? And that's not illegal to make a firearm at home. If you have a pipe and some copper wiring, you can make a firearm.
Yeah,
DIY.
Serial numbers are totally irrelevant. Here's why. They only track the firearm to the first bill of sale. Okay, let's be clear.
Yeah.
By the way, hit the notification bell because subscriptions don't mean a whole lot, and just know that we're live Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m.
They should have serial numbers, though, so his son can't throw them into a playground.
So his son can't put them in a kiddie pool filter. Let's go see if there are frogs in the filter. Oh, Smith & Wesson.
Hey.
Come on, man.
So here's the thing. Ghost guns, as they call them, it means this is a backdoor to try and ban parts, okay, to be clear. And this firearm right here, I did what is called a trigger job.
Watch out for that.
Yeah, you got to watch out for the firearm. He's going to get you.
Don't piss it off.
I got a ghost one in the car.
Oh.
You just reach for it. It's not there. It's like Pigpen's cloud.
Yep.
So ghost guns are very rarely used in any kind of actual criminal altercations. Now, here's something, too. I was trying to create rebuttals for this argument, getting ready for it to change my mind based on the data available. However, it is such bullshit that it's impossible to actually create rebuttal arguments. So here's where you go. If you go to NBC or ABC, we'll have all the sources available at loudwithcrowder.com. It says, 30% of guns recovered by the ATF are ghost guns. That was the first source. And I'm going, okay, well, let me look into this. Then I go, oh, no, wait a second. It actually says 30% of firearms recovered by the ATF in California are ghost guns. And I thought, well, okay, let me start writing this out. That's kind of ironic that it's a typically gun-restrictive state. And then I read, oh, no, wait. It's 30% of guns recovered in California from the ATF don't have serial numbers. And so they throw all the ghost guns into there. And then I realized there was no actual report. It was allegedly a verbal report given to some local NBC News reporter. What? And so I couldn't prepare for anything because it's all lies.
So this counts if you filed off the
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes.
Well, you can buy the kit.
Well.
Yes, you can buy the kit.
It's a packet.
You go into any store and you're like, I need the ghost gun kit. And they're like, well, okay, right here, sir.
And again, what does this do when he talks about it? Makes it the kits, when people talk about that, for example, I have a rifle and there's a different receiver that you can put in so it fires 22 ammunition.
Yeah.
Right? And that makes it far less expensive. This ends up creating a barrier to entry for the most poor among us to train people who might need to defend themselves in, I don't know, cities that are being burned alive. So out of the 287,000 prisoners surveyed by the Bureau of Justice, 7% purchased guns from federal firearms license dealers. 56% either had stolen it, found it at the scene of the crime, or obtained it off the black market. And there's another 25% who basically just had it give it to them. Now, here's an interview, too, even from the, I believe, assistant director of the ATF. I don't know if he's the current assistant director because there's been a lot of turnover. Thomas Chittum admitted that ghost guns, here he is, telling you the real threat of ghost guns. It's not a thing.
Or on the streets, you have no idea?
No, I have
Billy D. Williams.
And how many crimes are being committed by these guns? You have no idea?
Well, not with precision. They still represent a minority of the firearms that are being used in crimes, but we do see that they're increasing significantly and rapidly.
Look, if your goal is to keep people safe, how about you give something more than, minority, increasing with significance and rapidly, tepidly, lukewarm. Like, come on, give us something to go on.
Yeah, you're supposed to be the expert. Have an idea. Come into the room with
guy
some
say
information.
minority when he said minority?
I think he did.
I think he really did when he said minority. It's like, minority.
He's like,
No, that was me.
I heard what you said.
Oh, that was you?
That was me.
I was looking at the screen. I'm like, why would... but it would add up if they... Never mind. Swing and a miss, Dave.
No, it was me. It was me a swing and a miss. Here's another thing that they're talking about with the executive orders. None of these would do anything, by the way. These are all about control, a backdoor gun registry, banning your ability to get parts. These are infringements on your Second Amendment rights.
Backdoors.
By the way, you'll hear this tomorrow when we did a change my mind on red flag laws. Every single person who thought they supported red flag laws sat down, we'll have this up tomorrow, read the policies from the White House website, and when I explained them, immediately opposed it. So you may think you support red flag laws. You don't. Let me explain, because that's the biggest part of this legislation. You absolutely shouldn't. It's one of those things that sounds nice and compassionate and empathetic, and it just ends up in an increase in crime and more women getting raped because they're weaker than men, and the firearm is a great equalizer. So thanks, Samuel Colt, but sorry, we've decided that we've progressed beyond giving women the ability to defend themselves. Here's another claim that they're making. He's saying that he wants to subject modified pistols to fees and a national registry to reduce gun violence. Here he is, former Vice President Joe Biden.
We want to treat pistols modified with stabilizing braces with the seriousness they deserve. A stabilizing brace shook in a pencil essentially makes that pistol a hell of a lot more accurate and a mini rifle.
That's like an
As a
ace
result,
bandage
it's more lethal.
on your pistol.
Effectively turning it into a short-barreled rifle.
Oh, my God.
That's what the alleged shooter in Boulder appears to have done.
I don't have the strength in
I wanna
my
be
fingers
clear
to shoot no more.
that these modifications to firearms that
Rheumatoid
make them more
arthritis.
lethal
My hands
should
feel
be
like
subject
fire.
to the
And
National
gout.
Firearms
I ate
Act.
too many capers.
The National Firearms Act requires that a potential owner pay $200 fee and submit their name and other identifying information to the Justice Department.
There you go. There's a
$200.
registry, a national registry. And we've also seen, of course, people who have suggested that a national registry be made available to the public. This is not something that's extreme or fringe from the left wing today. And here's something that's also
How many
important.
registries do I have to be on?
I'd be more concerned with making sure that all of your neighbors in your immediate vicinity sign off.
I bring them pie, but they won't eat it
They
after
will
I
not
tell
eat
them
the
why I'm
pie.
there.
This is the thing with the National Gun Registry. First off, it's unconstitutional. It's wrong. Okay. And we're talking about pistols. Pistols are already more heavily regulated than rifles. Okay?
Yeah.
And he's saying, hey, they might take a pistol and turn it into a rifle. A pistol, which is used in more shootings, and turn it into a rifle, which is not.
Yeah, but when I bought one, there's a waiting period.
Yes. Depends where you buy one. It depends. In Michigan, there's a waiting period?
Well, for a handgun,
See, there wasn't when I bought. I don't think so. Maybe when
I
you
had to
bought-
wait a couple days.
Maybe because your background check took a while. They probably just went, okay, let me type this in, and
Well, I think that
we're going to have to call you back.
I think that may have been either the case or there were so many because of the riots. Because there was a point where Michigan was running out of ammo and gun. Like
Everywhere's
honestly,
running
there
out
was-
of
Still
ammo.
doing that.
Yeah.
You can hear, right as that speech was going on, you can hear the sound of gun sales increasing
Of the men
dramatically.
working on the chain gang.
It sounds like a whistle. It's a woozy. It's a wazzy. It's fairy dust. It's not real. So pistols are already more regulated than long guns. Okay, 44 states allow open carry of long guns, rifles, compared to just 33 allowing open carry of handguns. Again, $200 fee, mandatory reporting to the DOJ. That's effectively a backdoor gun registry. Not to mention, maybe it becomes annual.
Yeah.
Not to mention, what if someone? And here's something too. Not everyone, but the reason for these stabilizing braces a lot of time was for people with disabilities, or you were kind of joking, but seniors who have trouble controlling some of these firearms. If you believe that right now we have an epidemic of pistols with an ace bandage around a copper tube and a tube sock or a tennis ball, like at the end of a walker, at the end, that is why we have mass shootings in this country and across the industrialized world. We're not even in the top 5. Then, well, might I suggest you're misinformed? But I would also suggest that in the general sense, people who believe that don't. They're lying.
Joe Biden basically just made the argument that if anything out there makes a gun more accurate, it should be gotten rid of. So sights are next. You've got to file off that.
How are you going to fire it into the air on the porch 2 times if you got a stabilizing brace? What do you think you're going to have to aim and line up the sights? Just go.
Yeah, he said
like Yosemite Sam.
Watch Louder with Crowder live Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.